There's a subway that goes through a building.
The map goes crazy in Chongqing.
And actually, if you look, the buildings are also connected by bridges. I just found my Chinese family all wearing sweatshirts. Gap. No, this is incredible. There's a clinic for diarrhea. You're walking and a hospitalized person passes by. This is even more bizarre than I thought. I just found one of the street TikTokers. Welcome to another episode of Un Topo por el Mundo. Today we're going to explore Chongqing, the craziest city in China.
I'm going to start the video by showing you the room I'm staying in because it's beautiful. Look at this. I'm the Chinese emperor. Hey, no, the little table there, the TV. Well, here people can hear me from outside and I don't have a window. My only window faces the hotel hallway. And well, here's the private bathroom, the shower, not bad at all. I'm paying $15 a night, which is about average. In the countryside, it's $15 in Shanghai. I paid $15 the same. And it was a shared room with 8 people. And here the Emperor Mole alone. Oh, wait. My ribs still hurt from the hit I took in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, after this one, you can go watch it to understand my discomfort.
This is the street where my hostel is. And over there is where the metro passes by, which is a monorail. In fact, something that's starting to feel really crazy is that none of the streets are normal. There are no corners here. For example, if I want to go to the next street, just 1 block over, there's no way to get there except by taking this elevator here. You'll see it now. Let's go up quickly there. There. Yes, there.
ELO, first floor.
There we are. After going up 1 floor, we can already enjoy a beautiful view of the city of Chongqing. From here, there's the hotel station, and here we continue with our adventure. Let's turn here. We go in and keep going down this hallway. There's an escalator that will take us. But if you notice, there's a piece of mountain there. This is a piece of mountain rock that was transformed so that a subway station could work here, and there would be a staircase to go from the riverside to the rest of the city. We go up this staircase here, which is probably, I think easily about 100 meters. I don't want to exaggerate upwards. Here, the girl just guided me where to go, here, if no one guides you, you're lost. And we keep going up. Look, another escalator plus an elevator. 1 escalator, a regular staircase, another escalator.
And we come out onto a street. Just an ordinary street. We're gonna find an amazing view.
Look at all the buildings.
Well, no, this is crazy. You can see everything we've climbed. There's the metro line, the station over there, this bridge that crosses to the other side of the Yalin River, and the rest of the city on the opposite side.
Now, I have to remember that this is the, let's say, in quotes, street that takes me to my hostel. There's no other way to go. There's not really a street. How do cars do it? Well, they have a whole system of tunnels and highways to do it. We could say it's about 100 meters of linear distance that we have from where I am now to my hostel, which is down there. If a car wanted to do it, it might have to go about 20 blocks. Yeah, look, I'm not wrong. I don't know if you can tell here, but the map shows that I'm 17 blocks away from my hostel, which is actually down there. It's like there are 2 separate lives between the world of cars and motorcycles and the world of pedestrians. If you're wondering what all these people are doing here, the answer is waiting. The subway goes right up there and enters this building. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's a subway that goes through a building. It seems that when they were designing the network, we're talking about the year 2004, they laid it out here and said, oops, in the middle there's a building. They must have thought, we're not going to move the track over here. We're not going to make it higher because look at the height it would have to reach. And they said, forget it, let's just run it through the building and leave it like that. And that's what they did. And not only is it an amazing engineering feat, but it's also the most attractive spot in the city. A large number of people gather there just to wait for the subway to pass by and watch how it goes inside the building. And a whole business has sprung up around this with people taking your picture as the subway goes by. They sell you little bags, teddy bears, pandas. They braid your hair. There's someone selling pineapples, someone selling tanghulu, Chinese lollipops. And here they sell all sorts of trinkets that have nothing to do with this. I don't get why they don't sell a toy train going into a building. They sell everything else. Most of it isn't even related to what people want to see, which is the train entering the building. Now, I can imagine the condo association meeting they had in that building, saying the subway people came and said, we're going to expropriate from the 6th to the 8th floor so it can go through here. You think I'm joking? I think in Buenos Aires we should do the same thing on 9 de Julio Avenue, the Sea Line. Make it a monorail and have it go right through the Ministry of Public Works. I lost a couple of cards from social development and let it go through there. We'd attract tons of tourists. It would be Pampita's husband's wet dream. Those little holes you see up there belong to none other than the subway station. And they say the sound is supposedly insulated, that the people living in the apartments above don't feel it when the train goes by. Honestly, I don't know. You need to go inside and try it yourself. Some people even take guided tours of this building. Gino, answer the message. I thought you were Italian, not Spanish. Ah, jungle. Yes, jungle. Ah, answer the message, Italian. A little bit. Are you going to Italy? Ah, that's great. China, Salando. 3, 2, 1, Hanoi. No, look. Well, Hampshire, and everyone goes to the subway entrance, but no one comes to the exit, which is over here. The person who just entered the station will have to come out now. And look at this place. On its awning, it has a train on it. Well, actually, these places, because there are several, and we're going to enter the subway station, just very Plaza 11. The style. And here in the back, there's an elevator that's supposed to take you to the subway station. Let's see, all these people here. Should we go into this one? Hello, claustrophobia. There are several floors. Like in the middle, there are several shops before you get to the station, like it goes down there. Well, let's go down with this and see. Let's go. I can't stand the claustrophobia anymore. We'll walk up the last part if we have to. Look here. From here, you can see the subway passing right next to you, and there's nobody in this place. There they are, all waiting to see the train go by, and we can see it too. Literally, a train is going to pass right above us. One thing to mention is that being literally underneath, you can barely hear the noise, even with the window open, and nothing vibrates at all. So it's very believable how well insulated it is compared to the apartments above. Careful, careful. Yes, 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 yes. It's really crazy to be here having a coffee and watching the trains pass underneath them. How beautiful. I go up to take it because the station is up here. Obviously, there's another more formal staircase to go up, but from here you already come out into a shop that connects to the station. No, 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 no. And now we are inside Litsipa station. We are between the 6th and 8th floor. I imagine the people who lived here would come to take the subway from this station and say, wow, I'm at home. Like, this was my living room, this was my kitchen, this was my bedroom, and now nothing less than the subway runs through here. And those windows over there face the door. It's like having a house with a view of the subway. I think I caught rush hour. I don't know if it's always like this, but it's pretty crowded. I can see myself in the girl's phone screen. No way, man. I took it the wrong way. We went the wrong way. But every cloud has a silver lining. Look at the view from this station. It's crazy. And the route of this train that goes along the banks of the Chialim River is amazing. The subway here is impressive. It started operating in 2005, and today it has a total of 11 lines. There are 304 stations, and it covers a total of 523 kilometers throughout the entire city. You could easily spend a whole day traveling all the subway lines. 2 of them are monorails. You might be wondering how much the metro costs in Chongqing. Well, it depends on the distance you travel. 3 yuan is the minimum and 7 yuan is the maximum. You didn't get on me. It's not cold. Agent. Argentina. Yes. Here we have the friend who came to ask me if I wasn't cold, the subway security guard. Look, over here are also the subway tracks that go through another building. But this part here is much less touristy than the one that's more visible at Lizipas station. Actually, it comes out of a tunnel in the mountain and goes into the base of this building. And from there, it heads toward the coast. What is this fruit that they sell everywhere?
Let's try it!
Hello, hello. How much is this fruit? 25 yuan for, well, I want a bunch. 4.10 yuan. Okay, let's try it. Just like this. Without washing, nothing. Straight from the street. It looks like a cherry tomato. Let's see. It's delicious. No. Boom. An explosion of flavor in my mouth. Never ever in my life have I tasted anything like this. I can't describe it because it's unlike anything else. After 3 years in China, I can't believe I never tried this fruit. It's delicious. Give me all of it. No, I washed it and I want it. I don't want to eat anything else. So this delicious taste stays in my mouth. It reminds me of when I touched Charlie Garcia and didn't want to wash my hands and still haven't. I think this is one of the trippiest places in all of Chongqing, not just because you're walking and a patient passes by you, or at least I hope they're a patient and not in worse condition. And we're gonna go up this staircase here that will take us to a sort of plaza, so to speak. So you can see, there's the street, there's the entrance to the subway. We move a little further and we're gonna walk along this whole esplanade. And here we're gonna find a bridge and we're gonna look down. Aha! Wow! There's the street. There's the road. And here we are already at this height. And you might be wondering, what floor are we on? Exactly. As it says there, the 22nd. Don't believe me? Let's go inside and see. Let's just take the elevator. Here it says, floor 22 down to -3.
Boom, floor 1.
And here we are at the ground floor. And look, we went down 22 floors and we're back on the street. Look at the building. It's this one. Let's see. The crazy thing is that we're here on the street and this building here, its 22nd floor, connects with bridges to a terrace that also faces the street. That's insane. Here's one of the streets. If you don't know how to start on a slope, you're done for in Chongqing. And the thing is, pedestrians can't go up that street. The only way we can get through without a vehicle is through the buildings. That is, if I want to go from here to the street behind, I have to take the elevator to the 22nd floor, cross the bridge, go through that little plaza, and come out on the other side. And I wonder how I can get there, for example, to that corner over there. The map goes crazy in Chongqing. And actually, if you look, the buildings are also connected by bridges. Look, there's one over there that connects to the other. Otherwise, you couldn't move from one street to another. You go up to a certain floor, cross to the other side, and that's how you get from street to street. It blows your mind. No, this is incredible. There's a clinic for diarrhea, and I just ate fruit without washing my hands. It's really crazy how specialized it is. What's up with that? This is literally 20 meters from the diarrhea clinic. They probably told him, you have to bring a stool sample. He went in and brought the entire toilet, everything included. No way. This is even weirder than I thought. Just a few meters from the hospital too. There's a girl selling plots in a cemetery. I'm going to film it very, very discreetly because she might get angry. I'm gonna go with my phone like this, acting distracted, so you can see it. They range from 5,800 yuan to 58,000. That's crazy! 10 times the difference. What's going on? If you think about it, Chongqing, up until 1997, was like this, like these buildings, until the moment it became an autonomous city. And that's when they started investing a lot in it. And it's the magnificent city we have today, which coexist with all these buildings constructed during the period before China's reform and opening up. Yeah, that is before the 80s. You can see the bridges on the 22nd floor here. Yes. Over there, yes. He's scolding me because I stepped on the grass. Tian Tian Loba, thank you. Well, the ladies told me that to get down to that street, I have to go into the parking lot, go down to the first floor, And then I'll get to that street. I'm here entering the parking lot from the ground floor, which would be the street. But here it says floor 8, and the other building next to it says floor 22 on the same level. This is straight out of a movie, like somewhere you'd film a scene. Look, it's super dark here too. And where's the elevator here? And the cars, you see? They come in right by the little sidewalk there. All right, here we are, floor 8. And let's see, we can go down to 3. Okay, let's go to 3. Maybe 3 is the ground floor. There's more parking, but I want to get out to the street. I went down 5 floors and I'm still up high. And now I'm going to take the stairs. Let's see what's up.
I see clothes hanging like in a house. What's up with this city? Well, let's keep going down.
There's the little sign that says Chuzhou exit. More clothes hanging. Why are there clothes hanging on balconies where there are no houses? Just parking. And here is the exit, and we've reached the street I wanted to see. The one that's right in the middle of everything. This street is practically inaccessible. And here's where the truth of the matter is. Why? There are the bridges we crossed earlier. This is the building where through those bridges you enter on the 22nd floor and later go down to the first floor. The thing is, why is there a street on the other side? Well, it's because it's built on the mountainside. You can see it clearly. There. This is the mountain. All these buildings are. So this building has its entrance here. This is the first floor, and on its 11th floor is the terrace we saw earlier, which makes us cross this bridge here. And this is what makes it possible for us to enter a building from the street on its first floor. And that we can also enter from the street on its 22nd floor. It's kind of like a Lugano 1 and 2 vibe, but with Chinese characteristics. And in this building we were going down, what's on the first floor is a police station. And that's why there were clothes hanging. They were uniforms. Obviously in Chongqing, the matrix broke.
This is the Mother Bridge. When the building was finished, the Mother God Bridge.
Are you in Chongqing, Chushang, Mom, yet?
I'm here. I'm here. Are you here?
Layla. Hello, Layla. Awesome. I hope there's an elevator to go back down later. Although seeing the lady and the gentleman climbing doesn't give me... Imagine that these are many of the streets in the city. People who live in these buildings have to enter through. Look, this is the door to some houses around here. I'm really struggling. But look, I hear the sound of a chicken. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a chicken clucking around here among these plants. On top of that, they leave all their clothes out and it's really easy to steal. Still, who would want to steal these pants? And there comes the lady with the bags. Like every day. Poor thing. Are you going shopping? Did you forget something? And now to go down 200 meters. How am I going to get out of here? I don't know. Without the map, you won't make it out of here alive. And on top of that, Google Maps works however it wants because you have to use it with a VPN because Google isn't allowed on Chinese networks and it doesn't work very well. So you have to use Baidu Maps, which is in Chinese. Here there's a shoemaker, but he's not here. He left all his things. He must have gone out. I love that older people come up here every day. They have no other choice, but they must have strong legs. And here, at the end of the stairs, there's a street. All right, we've come out to an amazing park. We're in the town square of the city of Chongqing. I sat down to relax here in this park. It's amazing. Plus, I have the hot water dispenser available here. The best thing ever. You go to a park and there's a hot water dispenser. Also, regular water. You can prepare some mate without any problem and you relax under this tree. Chongqing has a really spectacular vibe. And it's a very strange city with all these downhills, these uphills, even the fact that it has so many slopes and that there are few streets. That makes it the city with the lowest number of bicycles per capita in all of China. You walk down the street and you don't see bikes. And it doesn't even have rental bikes, the public bikes like other cities have, because almost nobody uses them. The people who ride bikes here have awesome mountain bikes and they have legs this big. I'm gonna throw out the yerba. And I could see how long a backpack with a camera sticking out would last. A power bank, alone on a bench. A few moments later, I'm back and everything's just the same. Nothing happened. And look at that over there. They have a sign that shows you the decibel level of sound in the plaza. You can see that when I talk, it goes way up. Look, I talk. Boom, it just hit 63. And here in this plaza, we're gonna find an impressive building. Look at that over there. That's the People's Auditorium. This building is modeled after the Temple of Heaven in Beijing. The difference is that this was built in the 1900s.
And the Temple of Heaven was built in 1420. I just found my Chinese family. Everyone is using the Soga bus. And here we are, all friends taking pictures together.
I already feel like Rocky up here. No. But look at the size of the auditorium they have. And check out the ceiling, that impressive dome. Amazing. It's like a kind of Cologne theater, but even more impressive. Look at this. According to this little sign here, it fits about 3,300 people. And the height up to the dome is about 55 meters, like a 15-story building. Imagine cleaning those windows. Good luck with that. And the acoustics, given the design, are impressive. They say so. Should we try it? No, better not. Just in case, no. I'm a little embarrassed. Here we are on the top balcony. Look at the view we have from up here. In fact, from here, which is already the 4th floor. The ceiling is still pretty far away. Here, they show how the auditorium was also used for different party congresses. Goodbye.
这个是素的吗？对。啊，我要一。
Let's eat the mochi rice. It's glutinous rice with sugar. The machine takes it out, puts it in, and gives me 20 pieces for 3 yuan. Let's see if there are really 20. I don't know. Look, it's dropping them. The candy, it's blind. This is going to be the first time I try it. Let's see how it goes. They're really good. Kind of like a marshmallow, so to speak, but with rice. This is delicious. You won't find this in Argentina or anywhere else. It's truly delicious. Beijing was the capital of China during the Second Sino-Japanese War between 1937 and 1945. And they moved the capital here precisely to be far from Japan and from the cities that had been invaded. In the past, this city belonged to Sichuan province, but in 1997, they decided to turn it into an autonomous prefecture. They even call themselves the largest city in the world because they add the 18 million people who live in the rural areas. So it would have 30 million people in this mega city. I came all the way deep into Chongqing to the Huanjueping area. And as you can see here, a large part of the buildings, the sidewalks, and even the trees, they are covered in graffiti. You could also say they've been altered, or some people like to say they've been tagged. Use whichever term you prefer. And what makes this neighborhood different, not just from any other neighborhood in Chongqing, but I think from any other neighborhood in China, it's that painting on the walls is allowed here. And you might wonder, why is there so much art in this area? Like Marta Minujín. Precisely because nearby is the Sichuan Academy of Fine Arts. And its students came to paint the buildings to make them more beautiful. And then they went a little further and started to graffiti the walls. Even the thing where they rent you portable batteries. Nothing has survived the paint in this neighborhood. And it's a traditional neighborhood. Here are the guys playing mahjong, smoking. Thank you. 大家好，你好. They're playing for money, I can see that. Come over here and tell me this isn't shady. The whole street is covered in graffiti. The gambling den, playing mahjong. Is he from Argentina?
From Argentina?
Yes.
From China? Yes, yes. Look at their streets. It's really trippy there. Sculptures everywhere, everything painted. These guys here hanging around, watching.
Look, here they sell you tempera paint. So you can buy it and paint the walls. Actually, we should do that in any other neighborhood too. Look, everything is painted. And it's awesome! Because you feed the vibe of the neighborhood. Tourists come to see how everything is painted. And the tourists themselves are the ones who paint it. It's a win-win business. I'm not surprised by the art of the place. What surprises and amazes me the most is the ability the Chinese have to turn anything into a business. There's an art university here. They paint all the walls. Obviously, you're going to come visit. And they sell you the paint, so you can paint these walls yourself and keep this culture going. They're geniuses, brilliant minds. This is me editing the videos. Then I watch them and say, no, How could this part have sounded bad? Damn Filmora. That's me. No way! Big tip if you ever come to Huanzhou Huangshueping. Don't lean on anything. Look, I just took this photo here, and now I'm paying the price. Well, at least my phone didn't get dirty. They're making art here, live. A 3-year-old kid does this on the wall at home and gets scolded, but no, here they're making art. In the name of art, humanity has done all kinds of crazy things throughout history. Look, here on these steps are Lydia and Gonzalo. So Argentinian. They just have to be Argentinian. Who could they have been? Who knows? It's a mystery. No way, man. You go through these hallways and you end up in this amazing tea house. Look at this place. Man, it's incredible. And I just found it like that. Just sneaking around. What's up, man? Messi was supposedly here, but it wasn't him. Reminds me of that commercial about someone who looks like Messi. I love how traditional this place is, but you have to order the food from your phone. If you ask me how to get here, I have no idea. And if you come alone, the tables are shared. In this case, we're here with my friend who's a photographer, and he took some good shots of me. Really bizarre. The place is very eclectic. The stools they have are really small. They're made for a Chinese body, and inside here it's not cold at all. But everyone is bundled up, and they're all asking me if I'm not cold. And what actually happens is that Chongqing is generally a very warm city. And besides that, places don't have heating because winter lasts very little. And then in the summer, every day it's over 40 degrees, and I love it because that's the heating here. And on top of that, the roofs are open. Everything. Oh, the order has arrived. Where? Is this yours? Good. Thank you. Here, I ordered a jasmine tea. And these snacks are typical from here. They're like fried beans, seasoned with a very spicy Sichuan sauce, and also sunflower seeds. I don't think I'll finish eating them here, so we'll save them for later. The cup of tea costs 10 yuan, and I think I can refill it with those thermoses over there. Well, let's try this. These are really spicy. And let's try the jasmine tea. What's this? Is it a theater? Is it a theater? Oh. Delicious, delicious. I think the sunflower seeds are a bit much, but oh well, that's it. I'll take them with me. This tea has such a unique flavor. I've never tasted such a delicious tea in my life. If I buy the ingredients myself, it won't be the same, obviously. Here comes the guy from the next table offering to refill my tea. Thank you very much. They brought me my thermos, which kind of looks like those Fei Chang. They brought me my thermos here, which kind of looks like those Pipore yerba mate thermoses. If any of you have one, let me know. They look alike. No, really, let me know. They look pretty similar. Let's see how useless I can be pouring tea with this thermos. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm surprised at myself. And I love it here because there's a great diversity of people, especially older people who come to socialize. And it really reminds me of the neighborhood cafes in Argentina. And here it's similar. Instead of coffee, they drink tea. Instead of pastries, they eat sunflower seeds. And now we're going to see the kitchen of the place. They throw away the used tea. Look at those huge teapots they have. And over there, all the thermoses look like firemen's suits. And well, here's the girl who didn't pay and is washing the dishes. Look at the teapots. They're beautiful. I love these Mao ones. And here they sell you tea to go and everything. And look, this tea house was opened in 1987. The year Un Topo por el Mundo was born, and the same year the album Parte de la Religión by Charly Garcia was released. Come on, let's go to the movies. Hey, you there. Everyone looks at me as if saying, what is a foreigner doing in this place? It was good. Fei kan cheer, Rechina. Bye, say che. Wow, this is art to me. A combined cycle thermoelectric power plant that's on the banks of the Yangtze River. And it says 1984 up there. Couldn't be more George Orwell. And there's like an art space here called 501. Something like the one in Beijing, which is called 798. I don't know why they use those numbers or what they mean. And here it looks like but I think it's being renovated. I went in to see what's up. But I said, look at this, man. Impressive for being in China. Oh no, I missed it by just a few days. It's okay, you guys will see the video a little later, but this happened just a few days ago. I missed the exhibition. It would have been really bizarre. This place is awesome, man. I wonder if the elevator works. No, I feel like I'm at the School of Philosophy and Literature, but without philosophy and without literature. And right in front of us, we have the very Sichuan Art School, the one that started this whole neighborhood makeover. And look at this display window. There. They're on full display. Racy postcards. Conclusion. Did you think hippies with Chinese buns didn't exist? Well, we've met them in this neighborhood. Attack! How I miss it. Single tear. Look at this huge building we have back here, with a whole glass bridge that connects each one of them. On top of it, there are cafes, restaurants, and so on. And what can we find here? One of the most spectacular views in all of Chongqing. This is where none other than the Jialing River meets the Yangtze River. And this river, the Yangtze, is one of the most important in China. To begin with, it's the longest in the entire country. And after the Amazon and the Nile, it's the third longest in the world. And it connects China from the mountains all the way to the Yellow Sea, right there in Shanghai. Oh, look at these pieces of orange or tangerine. What is this? It's a plate of chupa. Which plate? Who wants a plate? You choose one. Look at the way they weigh things. We have all this technology and he's weighing it the old-fashioned way. And he carries it in these baskets just like his ancestors did 1,000 years ago. Will he cheat me? Who knows whether it's pota or not? I have no idea. And the way they weigh it is the old-fashioned way. But you pay with a QR code. And I just went down this little alley. Apparently, there are some pretty cool places to eat here. You walk through this alley and come out here, where you have an amazing view. And with this amazing view, I'm eating this big orange I bought. While I'm eating this, let me ask you, had you ever heard of Chongqing? Many people I tell I'm in Chongqing ask where it is. And when I show them pictures, they're amazed and say they don't know it. There are also very few vlogs from here. Let's go down there. We have to go down all these stairs. And it's packed with people. Look at this. They look like ants. And I'm recording this today, which is Wednesday night, and it's packed. I can't imagine what it must be like on a Saturday. When I want to go down, I have to be very careful to record and look down. So I'm going to go down, and then I'll tell you how it went. I don't want to get injured again on this trip. We just came down from up there. Look how beautiful it is. All those are traditional buildings on the very rock of the mountain. And thank goodness I went down it and didn't have to climb up. Here we are crossing the street over this bridge. This person's job is to hold the megaphone that says, "Keep moving, let people through," which almost nobody does because everyone is taking pictures of this. This lady too. Same job. The person with the megaphone already took the day off and left it hanging. Impressive! The number of people here is impressive. It's like an anthill. Look, I just found one of the street TikTokers here. Look at all the equipment she has. There's a synchronizer there, and she's wearing a Meituan jacket. Meituan is the Chinese delivery service like Rappi. There it is, look. Am I on camera? Hi. Look, she has a little thermos with hot water there. And she's singing. She has the lyrics there. No,
Oh, she's singing to me. Dude, I'm appearing in a live broadcast of the street TikTokers from China. She has 105 viewers. Look, she has 2 iPhones. She didn't let me film her while she was telling me.
She told me she earns around 10,000 yuan per month. That's about $1,500. Coming here every night. Look, here's another one. She has a stabilizer. I wish I had one like that. They're vlogging as a couple in suits. He's showing the city. But show yourself, sir. Why are you so well dressed? Hey.
Well, Pocahontas, what's this?
On top of that, the girl stops traffic. Everyone's standing still to watch her. What's up with these painted kids?
It looks like when we were kids and they painted us with cork for our May 25th school performances. Something that's frowned upon now.
What's up with all of them here dressed like empresses? It's an endless line of girls dressed as empresses. And emperors, too. Yeah, I could dress up. Hello. How much does a girl's dress cost? How much does a girl's dress cost?
$299.
200. It's cheap. It's very cheap.
It's almost an hour. It's okay.
With a sword and everything, dude. With a sword and a saber. Here they dress them like empresses. Mija, my daughter, hello. Hello. Good. It's really great. It's a real business built around a street. They take your picture as an empress right there on the street and do that. And here they have the perfect business of dressing you up like one. They've thought of everything. Why don't they think of doing this right in Plaza de Mayo? Let's fill the Cabildo with this. Let people dress up as women from the past, as men from the past, and take pictures there. Instead of the silly quinceañera dress, dress up as Remedios de Escalada, as Juana Azurduy. Come on, look here.
In the basement, we have one of the doors, and on the 11th floor, we have another street entrance. Chongqing. The city where the elevators are more crowded than the subways. Wow, impossible to get an elevator. In fact, I had to go down to the first floor to find an elevator because otherwise there was nothing. Oh, look at all the people waiting there. No. Wow. Dude, I'm getting really claustrophobic. Oh, here. Claustrophobic. Oh, no. All set. No more coming in, boss. We're getting off at the 11th floor. Wow, look at the crowd waiting to go down. We went down 11 floors by elevator and came out onto the street. Up on the bridge here, they only have the thing to rent batteries. I mean, you scan the QR code, pay with the app, and take a portable battery. And it's just here in the middle of nowhere.
And crossing the bridge, which is full of street vendors. It's impressive. I thought there would be more street TikTokers, but no, they were vendors. My daughter. I'm going to pour a little. 吃多少? My food intake today is 100% street food. That's right. All right, let's try the fries. With this view in the background. Ha! Hey, really tasty. And they're spicy, but personally I love it. Thank you.
This place, which is extremely super well lit, is none other than a public restroom on the streets of Chongqing.
Right at the entrance, you have the sink area. Look at this mirror. This is out on the street. Look, here's the faucet. Soap, you wash your hands, and here, boom, you dry them. No way. Are you kidding me? There's this screen here that tells you if they're vacant or occupied. How many are available? The temperature, the humidity, everything. Oh, how much energy it uses. No, it's crazy. The same thing in the women's restroom. How many people came in? 17 people came to this bathroom today. And this is like going to Carlitos' house to use the bathroom. I walked in calmly filming since I saw on the screen that there was no one inside. We've got the whole, well, the urinals too and all that. And let's see here. Oh, no. Dude, look at this. In a public restroom on the streets of Chongqing, there's one of those smart toilets. I know it's super gross, but I need to show it. And does it heat the seat? Does it spray water? No. Or maybe, yes. Maybe it does. You're a state-of-the-art toilet and you don't have toilet paper,
it should be there. And obviously here is the hot water dispenser in the bathroom itself. It also has warm water and ice. But no, just water comes out. And ice here in China is something pretty hard to find.
No, a great friend. She copies the steps from the video. Does she bring the tablet for that?
Well, it's my lucky night. They're giving me free beer on the street. Fei, Chang Ganshe, Tekampape. Let's see what's up.
Enjoy your meal. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Well, take a look at this view of the whole city of Chongqing. We are on the other side of the river that runs through here, which is the Jialing River. And you can see an impressive panoramic view. And it's pretty lonely. There's absolutely no one here. It's already late at night. I mean, it's about 11 p.m. or so. Yes, there are two girls walking alone over here, totally calm. Honestly, it should be normal that this doesn't catch my attention. That two girls can walk alone in the middle of the night in a deserted place. And here it happens. Sola. They say hello, I don't know. Many people say, hey, China, what's up with freedom? Well, here you have the freedom to live in China, that two girls alone or a girl alone. They can even walk at this hour of the night without anything happening to them at all, and without even having the fear that something could happen to them. Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Where are you from? Argentina.
From
Where do you eat cha?
Where do you eat cha?
Do you want to try?
No. I have tried it.
Really? I know about this. There's a place in...
Is there? I don't know. About
Are you from Chongqing?
3 days, 3 hours from the store. Ah, where are you from?
Chongqing? 头发还长一点，那是
对。
我6岁踢足球，
你6岁啊？在重庆吗？
重庆的啊，你到出差是明白我
Yes. Where are you from? Yes, we came to visit.
Argentina is very far from here.
Yes, it's very far.
Are you from Chongqing?
Ja, fjällen som går Chongqing.
Do you come from Chongqing? Beach. Where in Chongqing are you from? 知道的，那行哈。
I love how the Chinese chat. And with this wonderful view, enjoying some delicious mate here, I'm going to wrap up this chapter of Un Topo por el Mundo. The truth is, I'm leaving fascinated after getting to know this city. It was something I'd been meaning to do since I left China. And I think this is a city that in a few years is going to explode with tourism. Because really, just look at it, it's fabulous. Oh. Well, that's all for now. And I hope I can come back soon. I hope we can come back soon. I would love to organize tours around China with Topo fans and take you to explore all these amazing places. I hope you enjoyed this episode. With that, I say goodbye until next time.